And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Ridge Racer sits. You know that I accidentally let the demo run. Well, not like accidentally, I just let it run because I, opened the game and went to do something else. And when I came back, it spoiled me one of the secret cars. Pretty funny. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it to you. I just out of nowhere for free. Pretty funny. But yeah, before getting into the secret car and all that stuff, I need to finish the regular races, which are these ones. So let's just get into that before we can get into some real stuff. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, this is okay. I think it is. Gotta remember that we're still on class 4. Oh yeah, this is the last one I unlocked, the Fatality. I picked this one.
Get ready to race.
Also, I wish there was a way to automatically pause the preview on the control panel on YouTube, because having something that's constantly moving on the second monitor is so annoying. It's okay. Could be worse. I mean, I had to do the same thing in Twitch back when I was streaming in Twitch. That wasn't that long ago. I can say that it was back then, and it will be correct. Unfortunately, the game spoiled me one of the secret cars. So actually, it's not a spoiler. If you played any Ridge Racer game, you know that car is there. At least it spoiled me. It was a positive spoiler. Because, you know, a Ridge Racer 7, for example, for the Devil car and for the Angel car, it uses the ugly designs from the first PSP game. Well, this one doesn't, which is a positive. Well, at least not for one of the ones I saw. I only saw one. Depending on what I do first, we might be seeing the special cars right now. Well, no. Right now I mean today, not like right now. Okay, you get the point. I honestly still don't know what to do first. If I should do the special events first, if I should do the expert events first. I really don't know which ones to do first. I'm still a little bit torn between those two things. Right? I'm not sure what's the best idea. I mean, for what I've seen, well, the game says that the more high you go, the harder the events are. The thing is that the expert events and the last of the special events are at the same height, so I really don't know what one to go first. I mean, doesn't help that they both got unlocked at the same time. Something tells me that the expert events didn't get unlocked for reaching the end of the basic route, but rather they got unlocked for reaching the expert, or rather the top route, the one on the top. I think that's why it got unlocked, but I don't know. Because I think that if the first thing I did was this, I don't think the things on top would have been unlocked. What I also don't know is if the credits are gonna show up again. Because if the credits could show up in any of the 3 final events, I'm heading towards one of them, so will they show up again? Will be a little bit silly. Will be quite silly, but it could be the case. obviously I have no reason to follow any order in particular. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's just that I personally like to leave the hardest things for last. The idea is to go from easiest to hardest. But I don't know what could be harder. I mean, according to the description, it say that some of the special events are very hard. But they also say that the expert events are supposed to be like the hardest of each class, so I'm not really sure which one is overall the hardest. Because another thing that I remember the game saying is that from left to right in the grid, what's determined is the speed of the car. So something being more at the right doesn't mean that it's gonna be harder, it means that it's gonna be faster. That being said, I will assume that the hardest and fastest event is the one that I should leave for last. And those are essentially the ones that are on the special side, so I probably should pay a visit to Expert first, probably. I mean, as I said yesterday. But something also tells me that the lower levels of the special are gonna be similar to what I'm doing here. Like, it's not gonna be anything out of the ordinary. So I also haven't checked how many other classes they are, because this one is class 4, but I didn't check if there is a class 5, and I'm assuming there is. Yes, if a special includes class 5, then I probably should do that first before expert. Like, the idea will be doing all the classes first before you go to the expert version of them, I'm assuming. Now, this track that is usually the hardest one to win because of how short it is. Yesterday I did it in what was supposedly the hardest difficulty of class 4. Now this one, since we're at the very bottom, is supposed to be the easiest one of class 4. So is there much of a difference, or is difficulty in this game just non-existent? Like, it's just a lie. I mean, I didn't crash at the beginning here, but if I can overtake this guy before the final lap, then I will probably say that the difficulty does exist. I mean, the difficulty differentiation. Yeah, this is the solid proof that yes, there is a difficulty. So otherwise he will still be second by now. No, I will still be second. He will be first. So yeah, the difficulty makes a difference. I personally would prefer if the difficulty was something that you choose aside and it applies to every race you do. But considering that these things are optional, I have no reason to do this outside of completion. So considering that the game just gives you the choice, hey, you wanna go for the hardest one or the easiest one? And in my case, the choice was all of them, right? So taking that into account, I think that I would only have myself to blame. not a big deal. I do feel that at least I want to go into the special events first. Because something that I didn't think about, but it's most likely the case, is that special events are separated also by different classes. There might be a class 5, even a class 6, and then obviously the special class. At least the PSP games had a class 6. So I don't see why this one wouldn't. Well, I could see why it wouldn't. If you look at the speed right now, when you use Nitro, you're pretty much reaching the speed that you will be reaching in one of the fastest classes of the PSP game. So I'm not really sure if there are that many more classes here aside from the special one. There might not be.
2 laps to go.
Instead of speculating, I should just wait. Because that is one of those things that I'm really looking forward to. Like, I really want to see how the duels are. Wanna see how hard it could possibly get. Because in Ridge Racer 7, some of the duels were quite tough. They were not easy at all. So for those duels, I kinda want to get there as soon as possible. Well, maybe not as soon as possible, because as soon as possible will be right now. But I do want to complete the normal events first. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a shortcut, right? Like, can you do that jump and land up there? I mean, it connects to the same place that this does. And if there is a duel in this track, for example, a little detail like that will be actually important. I have also been thinking about another thing. You know that the credits show that Heihachi is in the game, apparently. Heihachi is most likely the alternate announcer voice that is unlockable somehow. I'm pretty sure that's where Heihachi is, most likely. I want to get a little bit. Oh, I can get nitros here. I want to test the jump. I don't know if a class 4 car even with nitros is enough to nail the jump. If it even is possible, I want to believe it is. Well, YOLO. No, David, it wasn't enough, but barely. Also, how is it going, Wasabi? Yeah, Heihachi from Tekken. Like yesterday the credits rolled and there was like an attribution that said Heihachi's voice. So something tells me that Heihachi, at first I thought he might be a playable character somehow, but what most likely is the case is that he is an announcer voice that you have to unlock. How? I don't know. But since there are so many events remaining, there could be many ways to unlock him. Because I already know there is an unlockable announcer. Like if you go to the options, you have a normal and you have a question mark. So that's most likely Heihachi. I mean, I would appreciate if you unlock him before like fully completing the game, because let's just say that you unlock him by getting 100% on the World Explorer mode. It's like, what's the point, you know? Yeah, you give it to me when I can no longer use it. Pretty funny. But yeah, I could play single race, and if the online work, I could play online too. Like, come on, dude. I will want you to give it to me before that. Which, you know what reminds me of? That's something pretty funny about the Pokemon games. You know how a lot of Pokemon games you only get like the Pokemons you want, you get them after beating the game. And I understand that Pokemon beating the game is subjective. For some people it's beating Elite Four and the champion, of course. And for some other people it's catching them all. For some other people it's beating the Battle Frontier, right? It all depends on how much you wanna play them, but if you think that the objective of beating a Pokemon game is beating the league with the Elite Four and the champion, a lot of Pokemons are locked behind doing that in multiple of the games, which is pretty fucked up. But that's a way to kinda make a Pokemon seem more important, right? Like more powerful, more exclusive. And ironically, you know that most of the time we are not talking about legendaries. That's the messed up part. Like a lot of times we're talking about regular Pokemon. Like usually you get most legendaries before beating the league. But some normal ass Pokemons you have to beat the league to get them. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't want Heihachi here to be one of those situations, right? You beat the whole game and you unlock Heihachi. Yeah, congratulations, moron. Enjoy Heihachi on the single race mode. We will see how it goes. I mean, for all I know, it's a simple reward in one of these areas. Like when you circle an area and it turns orange, maybe that's when you unlock it. So far all of those unlocks have been cars, but will be different. So I'm fucking up like crazy. Sorry, my bad. I mean, not like it matters in these races anyways, but I gotta be careful. But I really want to get Heihachi. I mean, anything that is not this fucking announcer is an improvement. Like, give me Yoda from Star Wars, that's also an improvement. And you might think that asking for Yoda is a stretch, but what you might not know is that Soul Calibur, a Namco franchise, had Yoda as a guest character. It's true. Not only Yoda, it had a lot of guest characters throughout the years. Another one being Link from Legend of Zelda, for example. And more recently, in Soul Calibur 6, you have Geralt de Rivia from Witcher. For some reason, Soul Calibur was always about guest characters. It did it before it was cool. Did it before Smash did it. I mean, Soul Calibur, actually, I don't remember which one came first, if Soul Edge or Smash Bros. 64. But the point is that Smash Bros. Only really started with guest characters in Brawl, when it brought Sonic and Snake. Because in Melee, all the characters are Nintendo characters, right? Trying to remember, I'm pretty sure every single character in Melee is a Nintendo character, right? In the original, there is no doubt. You have like from Mario, Pokemon, F-Zero, Earthbound, Zelda. But yeah, in the original, no doubt all of them are from Nintendo. But in Melee, I'm pretty sure that's the case too. Because you have even more from Pokemon. Fire Emblem also appears. Wow, that was bad. That looked pretty silly. Here I'm talking about Melee, not looking at the road. My bad. Thankfully this is not the final lap. But even if it was the final lap... No, actually if it was the final lap I would have lost. And that would have been a pretty sad race to lose. Like losing simply for being distracted would have been extremely sad. But no worries. We had one more lap to do. But no, I think the guest characters started in Brawl. Like in Melee, I remember you also have the Ice Climbers that are also Nintendo characters. Yeah, I cannot think of a single character from Melee that isn't from Nintendo. So yeah, I will assume all of them are. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anyone important. Well, anyone important or anyone at all, regardless of if it's important or not. Well, you could say actually, Mr. Game & Watch, that character is in Melee, but the Game & Watch, was that a Nintendo console? Who even made the Game & Watch? I mean, that's the kind of thing that the only reason why it's mostly known is because of Smash Bros. I don't think many people gave a shit about the Game & Watch before that game.
Oh man, you got skills.
I don't even know if it was Nintendo or another company that made that thing. I think that's the only thing that will be the closest to a guest character in Melee.
Double nitrous red. Pedal to the metal. 2 laps to go. Oh yeah, this one's yours.
They're hard to tell without having the roster at hand. At least here, with this route, we finish the easiest races remaining. Like after this, well, there are still gonna be some free ones in the basic route, but we're pretty much getting rid of the super easy stuff. I still want to see if we're gonna see the credits again. And if that's the case, I want to believe they are gonna let me skip them. So, I mean, if you have the chance of looking at the credits multiple times, you know, I understand when developers make the credits unskippable because they want to be seen or whatever. But like, if you make it unskippable every single time because you're supposed to see the credits multiple times, that's a problem. See, like the announcer says that, so that, are they really gonna be shown again? Well, yeah, I guess they will. Correct. Well, but you can skip them, and only by pressing one button. That's pretty nice. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I already completed the basic route before, just here from a different angle. I don't think that's gonna unlock anything, right? Unless there is something on the bottom here. Because there is a lot of room down there that you could use to put more shit. But no, you don't.
You got a new car.
Okay. Gotcha. But you don't unlock any new routes. You simply, well, obviously unlock a car. So this is still another Assoluto Fatalita, but this one from Solvalo. How does it look? I can't tell what color that is. Okay, orange. Okay, why not? Sure. I think it looks slightly better than the one I used there. So then you can do this one. This route. Oh, all of these are no nitro. Which means that these are most likely gonna be long races.
Is this okay?
Probably. Okay, well, I can use this one. Actually, look the way it looks here more even.
Get ready to race.
Means that it's hard to tell from that track
The
scene
race is about to start.
because the illumination is very weird.
One.
Like, it's hard to tell what you're looking at.
All right. Okay, let's go.
It's a little bit hard to tell.
Whoa.
But they are more class 4 races than I expected, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, I guess the faster the class, the more events they are gonna have, because the faster you're gonna be beating the races, you know? It makes sense.
Uh-oh. What's happened? Yes. Wow. How did you do that?
If it wasn't for my love for Ridge Racer, I definitely would only be doing one path. Because the unlocks in this game, from a gameplay perspective, well, except for when you get to the special cars, I guess, but like on the regular classes, the unlocks are worthless because the default cars that you get are already good enough to beat anything. It's not like there is a big difference between them. It will be a different story if all of the cars that you could use at the beginning were exclusively dynamic drift, which is obviously worse than the other type of drift, but that's not the case. So how is it going, Brick Boy? I came back to live stream on YouTube. I mean, I never really left. I've been streaming all this time just on Twitch, but eventually Twitch kinda stopped giving me benefits. Well, benefits. Rather, it stopped being an option that was worth it. I should switch again to YouTube, but this time without any intention to go back. Like I don't really want to go back to Twitch. There is no reason for me. He's a YouTube person. I mean, the thing about Twitch is that, believe it or not, it like maybe this is hard to understand as someone that consumes Twitch a lot, but you know that for a lot of people, Twitch is like if you mention like a Chinese platform. I don't remember now the name, like Bilibili, right? It's like you mention that, like you know it exists, but you will never go check it out, right? That's how Twitch is for a lot of people. Like YouTube is such a better platform when it comes to watching videos that Twitch is something completely alien to a lot of people. Like, sure, it's not alien to me and not alien to you, Wasabi, but I can guarantee that for a lot of people, Twitch is that platform that they will never touch with with a 10-foot pole, and I don't blame them. Twitch, outside of obviously having streamers that stream there exclusively, like, there really is no reason as a viewer to go there
Okay, next race.
if you are not already thinking of watching someone live. Like, that's the crucial part, live. Because you can watch, for example, me, you can watch everything I done on YouTube. Like, you don't need to watch it live, you could watch it after I upload it, right?
Great start. Now go for the lead.
I see Nico, it doesn't look very good either. Well, Nico is another example, yeah. Like, basically platforms that you know that exist, but you wouldn't use them in your day-to-day, right? Well, that's what Twitch is to a lot of people. I check out Twitch a bit, but it isn't for me, it's hard to explain. No, don't worry about it. Like, it's what I'm explaining, basically. Like, if someone told me, hey, why don't you check out this stream on Bilibili? No, dude, I won't. Right? Like, I'm not gonna use a platform like that. Well, and in fact, there were cases of streamers when the whole Korea thing happened on Twitch, that a lot of streamers stopped getting paid if they were from Korea. They went to a Korean platform. And some of them I really like watching them, but I stopped watching them because I'm not gonna go to that platform. I mean, the main reason, regardless of how good or bad the platform is that it's impossible to watch if you are not from there. Like, it doesn't have good servers for the whole world, which makes sense since it's supposed to be a Korean exclusive platform, but the streams were unwatchable. But even if they weren't unwatchable, it's like, why would I use this other platform if I'm already using this one? Did they move to Soap? I don't know how it's called. All I know is that it's a Korean platform that a lot of Twitch streamers move to. I mean, just to give you an idea, that's how little I care for the platform that I don't even remember the name. Previously known as Africa? Yeah, it might be. I honestly don't remember. Remember what game you played the last time I was in your stream? Must have been a few months ago. I think I recommended you some games like Kaido Racer and Automodelista. Well, I most likely was playing Ridge Racer. The most likely answer is that I was playing Ridge Racer. Just like I am right now. Which Ridge Racer? Well, if it was some months ago, Ridge Racer 5, most likely. Like, that's the game I was playing. Well, that or the PSP games. Like, either Ridge Racer 5 or the PSP Ridge Racers. So it was one or the other, most likely.
The race is about to start.
See, I play racing games sometimes. You know, that's the thing. I usually always swing between the multiple genres that I like, and obviously racing games being one of them. But yeah, like the same way that you're watching me play Ridge Racer now, you're probably gonna be seeing me play something like, I don't know, a Street Fighter that has nothing to do with this. Well, in fact, I plan on playing Street Fighter 6 this Tuesday. Because apparently this Tuesday is the birthday of the character that I have as a main, Lily. So since it's her birthday, as a way to celebrate, I can play some rank and get my ass kicked, of course, but that's quite a way to celebrate, right? Celebrate getting my ass kicked. I mean, I don't see why not. Everyone celebrates their birthdays the way they want, right? the day after the Elena update drops, so have fun dealing with her. Well, but you gotta understand that every time that a DLC drops, the amount of new players playing the game increases. So, if anything, I will have an easier time, probably. I'm getting the dates wrong. I don't know, I have no clue when Elena drops. All I know is that it is in June. I don't know what day of June. But if anything, playing when a new DLC character drops is better because, as I say, the pool of players is higher and the chances of playing less experienced players also increases. So, if anything, that will be a blessing. I don't know when Elena drops. But I'm gonna try to train a little bit this weekend at least, just so I don't hope to rank on Tuesday and get my ass kicked more than I will already get my ass kicked. Played Test Drive Unlimited on PS2 for the first time. Actually super fun. Wish I had played a few years earlier. Test Drive Unlimited. Is that the Ferrari one? Or is that another one? I know there was a Ferrari game where, well, as you would expect, you drive Ferraris. I don't know if it's that one. But yeah, I don't think I played those games before. Like, when it comes to racing games, as much as I like them, I haven't played a lot of franchises. I mean, Tokyo Extreme Racer is another one. Need for Speed, I played some of them, but I didn't play most of them. I mean, the one that most people remember, which are like Underground and like stuff like Most Wanted. I haven't played those games. Then there are some less known ones, like the one you mentioned, Automodelista or Kaido Racer. I never played those either. But yeah, maybe one day. It all depends. It's a life simulation game. Okay, well, in that case, I probably wouldn't be interested. I guess, yeah. I personally, if I play a racing game, I just wanna drive. But hey, at least it's nice to see that something like that exists for the PS2. But I don't think it will be my... It will be my style. In fact, I don't think I played a single simulation game on stream. Did I? I don't think I ever played a simulation game on stream. Yeah, well, I know it's also racing, but at that point I will just play a game that only has racing, you know? That's the thing. I don't want the extra bits. But yeah, it's you can rent cars. Like in Gran Turismo. Well, if you play the arcade mode. Well, actually, I don't remember what's the first Gran Turismo that lets you rent cars. I think that's mostly when the games started being online. And if you wanted to play an online event with a car you don't have, you can rent it. So yeah, that wasn't at the beginning. Actually, yeah, Gran Turismo. That's a series that I have to play on stream. I still have my eyes set on Gran Turismo 3. I'm gonna play that one. Like now that I can actually run it on the PS2 emulator, I probably will. It's gonna be one of those long playthroughs. So I will have to play it when I absolutely don't want to play anything else for a while. Because it will take a very long time. Well, this game, for example, with the amount of events it has, you can already see that it will take a while to get to 100% completion. But I don't know. It all depends. I mean, after all, some of the dual events, like the faster the cars are gonna get, the faster you're gonna beat the events. I can assume the special cars will be very fast. I don't know. Who knows? All I know is that today and tomorrow I can stream for longer simply for being the weekend. I'm gonna try to make as much of it as I can, just so I can beat the most amount of events as quickly as possible. Because yeah, I want to do quick progress, you know?
Oh, yeah, we got ourselves.
Oh, and we're finishing this route with CVT. Amazing.
Wow, awesome start. You jumped right off the starting line.
Yeah, I think that we pretty much run out of new tracks. I haven't seen a new track in a while, so unless they are leaving it for special events, we've seen everything that there was to see.
Yes.
Which is a little bit of a shame, because it doesn't seem like there are that many tracks in there, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure there are around 10, plus the reverse version of the tracks. Maybe they are a little bit more. I mean, 10 in itself is not a bad amount, but I think when there are so many events, it will be nicer if there were more, you know? How is this guy drifting? That car is a Ratio. Ratio cars have dynamic drift, which means that their drift sucks, and that ends up being the result. I just wish that one of those companies that do the dynamic drift cars, that at least have one of them that is not dynamic, so I can actually use it, because like those Danber cars, I like the design, I like the way they look, but if all your cars are dynamic, I'm not gonna use them. I mean, I already gave it a try, and dynamic is simply not very usable at all, unfortunately. Just a bad idea altogether. That's the problem. They can't do much about that. Huh. feeling that the PSP games have cars
Excellent.
from a single company, and they had different drift types. Like not like a car company always only did dynamic or only did standard. They were more like they had variety, but I'm not seeing that variety here within a company.
You beat the record. Great.
I mean, not to mention that it's not even a matter within a class. Like, Danvers so far has not had a single non-dynamic car regardless of the class it's in. So, that's a little bit of a problem. Seems a little bit silly. It seems to be the way it works.
Whoa! How did you do that?
It's whatever.
Woo-hoo! Jumping done in style.
Even beating this route, there are still a lot more routes remaining. I mean on class 4. Well, by a lot I mean probably 2 more. 2 more with a lot of races, just like this. We will see. At least they should be gradually harder.
Go, go, go! Finish! Yeah!
Yeah.
Here we go. Replay.
Yeah, no. Here we not go with the replay. Alright. How many more routes are there left? Actually, there should be... There is a route of 6, and then like a couple of races that are like,
You unlocked a new car.
you know, they are by themselves, kinda. So yeah, there shouldn't be that much more remaining. What do we get here? Assault at Burning Force Meltfire. And this one is a type standard, so I guess I can use this one next. And it looks pretty cool. Look at that. Well, I know at least which car I'm picking next. Okay. So this is the 6th race route, and this also will trigger the credits. And then after this, you see that you have 2 races here and a single one here. And that's all for class 4.
Okay.
Or at least for this group of races in basic route. I mean, essentially that's it for basic route. This one. Burning Force Meltfire.
Get ready to race.
Like, still a pretty cheesy name, but...
The race will be held
Why
here at
not?
South Bay Docks.
At least we can skip the credits immediately, so...
One.
Even if we're gonna get the credits again, it doesn't matter.
What a start! You sure surprised me.
Also, is this the first sold-out car that I use? Because I don't remember this particular tachometer or this shape of the car. Not sure.
Whoa! Here comes some crazy nitrous. Yeah! Nitrous ready.
But I do like the way the car looks. And I still feel that there is not enough unlocks in the game to unlock every car that is in the game. So maybe there are actual DLC cars that the only way to unlock them is by paying. I will be messed up. And maybe that's not the case, I don't know. Well, this is the first place, I should realize. So it seems that unless you are driving on the top events, the difficulty will just be very, very low in comparison to the top events. Like, it's just the way it works. Though the second place tried to push me there, so I guess it's slightly more challenging than the previous one, but not by much, especially being on the second lap and already having the first place, you know?
Woohoo! Double nitrous ready.
So I'm gonna get full meter.
Your nitrous is full. Oh yeah, come on y'all, give it up for nitrous drifting. Woohoo! You beat the record.
And my nose is starting to get annoying.
Oh yeah, style and grace.
Why do you have to be like this, nose? Do you find it amusing? I don't. My nose finds it amusing to annoy me.
Nitrous on standby.
Anyways, know that speaking of fighting games, today release a Hunter by Hunter fighting game that apparently sucks balls, but hey, if you're a fan of the franchise, at least you have some content. I mean, someone already found an infinite combo, so that's the kind of game that you can expect.
Final corner.
Like, most commonly known as Kusoge. Basically a shitty game. But yeah, hey, it's fine.
The race
I mean,
is about
after
to
all,
start.
if you're a Hunter by Hunter fan, you're already used to it shit anyways. With the fact that
I think that's
the writer is a lazy fuck that cannot for the life of him actually work on the manga. So yeah. I think that you are used to that treatment. But I wouldn't recommend it to buy it. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it's like $60. Why would you buy a fighting game at $60? A better use of that will be using those $60 on a cold night to burn them and keep yourself warm than buying a fucking fighting game for that money. I cannot recommend doing that. But of course anyone can do anything they want with their money, so I cannot stop you. But I can tell you it is a bad idea. That's for sure.
Ultimate charge! Whoa! 2 laps to go. Oh!
I'm fucking up quite a lot on this track. I feel like by the time that I'm gonna get to the special races, I'm gonna retry so many times. Because I'm so used to fuck around on this attempt with regular cars that at some point, when the actual difficulty comes, it's gonna
Fired off some nitrous.
take me completely by surprise. I hope not, but it most likely will be the case. We will see. really wonder, every time I see a racing game, the amount of work that goes into the tracks. Oh nice, I went through that. Yeah, like the amount of 3D modeling that you do just to make a single track. I mean, I know that most of it is something that only needs to be visible from, you know, the track itself and doesn't have to be a perfect model anywhere else, but there are so many things modeled here. That's the second time I crashed that. It's what kinda every time that I think about what if I could work on a racing game, I definitely couldn't work on it at all. Because the amount of modeling I will have to do, like simply to have a single track, let alone if you want multiple ones. And that's already without even touching the subject of the gameplay. Because you know that you still need to think of and code the physics and all of that. And of course, if it's a racing game, you will have to code the AI, which is not something very easy to do at all.
It's a bird, it's a plane.
It's a bird, it's a plane.
2, 1.
No, it's your mom. But it's almost as big as a plane. I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, the idea of making an indie racing game seems like a very bad idea. I mean, most of the indie racing games that I've seen,
This shouldn't be a problem.
for the most part, they are either indie teams with quite a significant amount of people, or they are games that are essentially like an asset dump of Unity or whatever engine they use. It tends to be Unity though. I mean, some of them go for Unreal Engine, but essentially you don't get anything heavily like with a heavy style like Ridge Racer, obviously. Yeah, I feel like making a racing game, like if you want to make a game solo, a racing game has to be one of the worst genres you can do.
2 laps to go.
Like unless you make it 2D, but
It's the ultimate charge.
like 2D racing games, and by 2D I mean also 2D in perspective. Those things barely exist.
Ultimate charge.
You have shit like a side bike, but
Sweet
is
night.
that even a racing game? Probably not.
Nitrous on standby. Wow, awesome trip. Woo-hoo, let's go.
It seems that overall I mean, unless you want to go the visual novel route or
Final lap.
the RPG Maker route, the easiest games to work on seem to be like as a solo developer, like 2D platforming games. Most likely.
You're unstoppable. Yeah.
It's hard to make a 2D platforming game and make it innovative. I mean, you don't have to innovate shit, but I mean, it will be hard to set it apart from the rest otherwise. The game development as a whole kinda sucks. So unless you're part of a big team, very hard to get anything done by yourself. Just not easy. As much as I look at games like this and I'm like, damn, I wanna do something like this myself. Well, no. Obviously, no, this was made by a multi-millionaire company. And even if it was back in 2005, still replicating a game like this, being an indie developer, is not easy. I mean, you could replicate the gameplay, but to replicate the models, the amount of content, and the whole feel the game has, that's a different story. The issue of working in big projects is that you usually don't get to do what you wanna do. Yeah. Moral of the story is that game development sucks. So I will assume that with the current state of AI, like there are gonna be a lot of developers that are gonna make more and more complex games with the help of AI. But I don't know which ones. Like of which genre. I mean, it's pretty easy to still do shit like visual novels or RPG games by doing the portraits with AI. But portraits and backgrounds and all of that, and even the voice acting. But when it comes to more complex games, like I don't know if it's doable right now to tell an AI to make you a 3D model. I don't think it works like that. So I haven't really investigated. I know that AI when it comes to 2D images is very good. But when it comes to 3D models, I don't even know what format it would input. Well, I'm not like I know anything about 3D models in the first place. And before thinking about using AI to do 3D models, I should probably learn minimum how you do a 3D model manually, to at least understand the formats or the ways that you incorporate them in a project, you know? But yeah.
The race will be held here.
Hard to see
2, 1, go!
how games that use the help of AI will look in the future.
Oops. Yes. Whoa! Here comes some crazy nitrous. Nitrous on standby. Yeah. shouldn't be a problem. Watch out! Nitrous! Easy win. Oh yeah! Ultimate charge! Nitrous! Two laps to go. Whoa! Here comes some crazy nitrous. Yeah!
Other genres that I was
Nice.
relatively curious on trying were things like, beat 'em ups or shoot 'em ups. Theoretically, those, well, aside obviously from the assets, those should be
Watch out!
easy to do, assuming you have a good engine as a base. But yeah, the biggest problem
All hail the
when it comes to video game development tends to be the making of assets.
It's a new record! You're in first place! The others aren't even a challenge! Okay, this is the final lap! Hang in there!
Games made by humans are more genuine and feel more natural. Well, the thing is that the games are still made by humans. What changes is that the assets will be made by an AI.
Nitrous ready to go!
And they only feel more genuine and natural until you cannot tell them apart. You know? Like, that's the thing. If someone is very good at handling AI, a lot of times it's very hard to tell it's AI. Even worse, if you have an artist that works with AI, good job pointing that out.
Okay,
If you have an artist that prompts AI and fixes the mistakes by themselves, good job pointing it out. Like, good luck pointing it out, because it's very
I
hard.
feel this race is gonna...
So that's the thing.
3,
With AI,
2, 1, go!
at some point you just can't tell. And by the point you cannot tell, what will be the difference?
Let's go!
You know? Like, at that point, not much
Here comes some crazy nitrous!
that you could do. But for example, in my case, if I had to make a game that makes heavy use of sprite work, I probably wouldn't do it. But assuming I somehow want to do that, I will 100% use AI to help myself with the sprite work. First of all, because sprite artists are very few, and the very few are probably gonna ask for an eye and a leg to work on sprites. And aside from that, most people, if they want to make a 2D game, they tend to use 3D models in a 2D environment, and sometimes they mask it with filters to make it look 2D. So not many people actually use traditional 2D sprites anymore. So in situations like that, if you work on your own, you wouldn't have any other choice. Because learning how to do sprites is like sprite work, unless you do extremely basic sprites, it's essentially like a lifestyle. Being a sprite work artist is something that is really like you need an amount of expertise that unless you dedicate your whole life to the craft, it's hard to do good sprites. Again, unless you're doing like, I don't know, 10 pixel sprites. Well, yeah, anyone can do that. Better or worse, of course, but I'm talking about like bigger sprites, like for example the ones that you see in Street Fighter 2, just to give a random example. Doing sprites like that is not easy at all. So in situations like that, unless, as I say, you do 3D models with filters, you will have to use AI. You don't have a choice. If you, of course, don't want to spend money on an artist. I mean, I know I'm not willing to spend money on an artist for anything. Aside from the fact that what I'm supposed to pay the artist is most likely the equivalent of a monthly salary for me, like taking the part of the money aside, it's also the fact that I will have to be very sure of what I want to do. Because like, if I want to do something, and I tell the artist to do that something, and I end up regretting it, I'm like, no, actually I don't think this is a good idea for the game. It's not like I can be, oh, can I get my money back even though you already finished your work, you know? And it basically, you know, fulfill the conditions I gave. So even after all that, can I get my money back? No, obviously not. That's also another problem.
The finish line is straight ahead.
You know, it's
Amazing! You're the world's fastest.
it's a multi faced issue when it comes to hiring artists, you know. It truly is. It's not just for sprite work, it's for anything. It could be for drawings, it could be even voice acting, you know. It could be all of that. The Starluster Fatalita. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I unlocked something new?
New route.
Oh. A few levels above the basic counterparts. Damn, so I was wrong that you only unlock something by doing the top one. Well, I'm glad I decided to do that then. I already went a little bit far with Expert. So that also makes you go back to the first classes, huh? Damn, now I'm even more doubtful of what the order should be. And what order I should go for. I don't know. But what I do know is that I need to do these 2 remaining races and then the last one that is above it. And with that we finish once and for all the basic route. What did I just unlock, by the way? This one, right? The Starluster? Yeah, I did.
Azalute Fatalita. Get ready to race.
Essentially,
The race will be held here.
now I'm even more confused about the order that I should take.
3, 2,
There are so many choices.
go! Ah, yeah! This one's yours.
A lot of choices.
Okay, let's go.
So,
Whoa! Here comes some crazy nitro.
I think the best idea is to first go with the special events that are at the bottom. And then probably go to advanced, then to expert, and then to the final special events. But I'm not sure. It's like, if I do the special events, I will want to do them all in one go. Like, I wouldn't want to do some first and then later. But I'm pretty sure that that will most likely be the hardest content. Though actually, in situations like this, I think that there is a very good way of doing it. Like, what I could be doing is, if I lose once, I will switch to like another event. That way also avoid a repetition in case I need to retry something multiple times. So, we will see.
You got 2 nitrous ready to go.
So far, and it's understandable because the game hasn't really gotten hard at all yet, but so far I have not lost
You got 2 nitrous
a single race. Like every single race I started
to the middle.
was a race I won. So the first time I lose, I think the best thing I can do is like switch to another thing to, you know, to make it spicier. It will be pretty fucked up if I manage to beat all the special events on the first try, you know?
Nitrous ready.
It's possible. Hey, I don't know if it will happen or not.
Awesome. Oh yeah, it's a new record. Nitrous.
Absolutely anything is possible.
Critical hit.
Well, unless I'm in the middle of a route. Like if I'm in the middle of a route and I lose, like I wouldn't want to abandon the route. I would like
How did you do that?
to fully complete it, of course.
Ultimate charge.
I still don't know how the special events are gonna go, so hard to tell how long a route could be. I know that at least in the expert events, you're not gonna have much of a route because the races are gonna swap relatively quickly.
Okay, next race.
I got one more race on this route and then a single race lost, like they're in a sea of other
The
races.
race will be held here at
Right. These two races are quite long though.
2, 1. Go, 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 go.
And what's wrong with you? Did the drugs effect suddenly kick in?
Ooh, just a little bit more.
In.
Oh yeah, this one's yours.
I also wonder if you're gonna get a reward for beating all of the basic route races, or if you're just gonna get the expected rewards, which are the orange dots in the middle of
Nitrous trip.
the events.
Watch out.
Well, it would be nice if beating all the basic races was the condition to unlock the Heihachi boys. I kinda doubt it though.
Yeah, nitrous ready. Woohoo! Double nitrous ready. Double nitrous, amazing. 2 laps to go. All right.
Yeah, I'm so curious about so many things in this game. Really cannot wait to be done with the basic races, which there's only one more after this. At least I should be able to see a lot of new stuff here.
Hey, nice trip. Nitrous.
one of them he say nice drift, and in another one he say nitrous, and it sounded like the same thing. You gotta pronounce nitrous in a very thick way to make it sound like nice drift. It's fine. Nitrous. I mean, nitrous is a weird word by itself. Because usually this kind of thing, you will just call it nitro, right? But actually, I don't know. An ESL trying to define that is not a good idea. I don't know if it's more common to call it nitro or nitrous. I don't know how common it is in real life in the first place. Because outside of very informal races, like, I'm pretty sure that no like official racing category uses a straight up nitro. Like, they have mechanics like DRS or overtake that are similar in concept, but I don't think they straight up use like a nitrous tank. They use other type of technology.
It's the final stretch. Roar. Oh yeah, you did it. First place. Doesn't it feel great?
I don't know how it will work.
Time for the replay.
Okay, one more race and we are done with the basic route. And we can finally go to something more challenging. So, looking at the chart, wouldn't be that much challenging if we start with the first special ones. I don't think it will be unbelievably tough. So here we got the Soldat Solgear Melfire. Is that blue? No, green? No, it's actually white. It's neither. It's white and light blue. Well, that looks very good. In fact, that color combination and that shape look very similar to the Angel car. But it isn't. The Angel car is its own thing. Also, pretty funny that this track that we're about to drive is the exact same one. Wait a second. This isn't either white or light blue. What the hell? How did it look that much different in that camera? Is it really that one? No, okay, no, it is. Yeah, because this is Russia. This is a different one. What the hell, dude? Like, it didn't even look similar. I know that I didn't wait much to see the whole thing, but damn.
Get ready to race.
Like, it looked like it was white and light blue.
So excited.
That's unbelievable. I mean, this one doesn't look bad. Okay, I guess this is a similar situation as that whole thing about the dress, you know? Remember that thing some years ago that there was an image of a dress that it could be white or golden or blue and something else, and everyone saw a different color. And here it's that it's the same type of optical illusion, because it's the same colors as that. Like, depending on the illumination, they look like absolutely different colors. That's quite crazy. I guess we were just witnesses of that optical illusion. It's messed up that in the cutscene where the car is presented, there is so much visual noise.
ultimate charge.
that can make the colors of the car not be super easy to see, you know.
Nitrous on standby. 2 laps to go. Double nitrous ready. Woo-hoo! Critical hit. Oh yeah! You're cruising on ultimate charge. Nitrous.
Now the second place is trying to follow quite closely. You're not gonna make it. Don't worry about it.
You got 2 nitrous ready to go.
I could even wait to get the full mirror.
Your nitrous is full.
Like, might as well.
Oh yeah! It's a new record.
Go to this point in time, I still don't know what's more worth it in normal races. I should go for single, double, or triple nitros, assuming they are available. I would assume that triple nitro is probably the worst alternative, because aside from the fact that it's not like it lasts for that long, there's the fact that to build a triple nitros bar, you will lose a little bit. It's kinda impossible to fill the third bar without having any nitros go to waste. I have the feeling that the best thing to do is to use single nitros. It's just that sometimes it's very tempting to use the other one.
Ultimate charge. Nitrous on standby. Awesome.
At least with this,
The final corner.
we finish the basic route.
Yeah, you did it. First place.
So we can at least forget about the super easy
Time for
stuff,
the replay.
you know? We can completely forget about it. Oh, I got something for 1,000 miles driven. Okay. Do I get a nice reward for that, or? No, but the real question is, do I get any reward for completing the basic route? Or is the game not gonna give a shit? That's what I wanna know.
A new feature has been
Oh,
unlocked.
the Pac-Man minigame, yeah. Because when you open the game, you can play Pac-Man. I mean, well, pretty nice. Oh, hold up, look at that. It's a nice animation, but what does it mean? Yeah. Oh, you don't give a shit. You say basic route has been explored and that's it. Like, yeah, congratulations on wasting your time, moron. Well, pretty nice of you. Damn, that's rough. Alright, hold up. The question is, what do I do now? Because there are multiple choices. I feel like the best thing I can do is complete the lower part of the special events. Because that's probably gonna be the easiest. Then probably go back here to the advanced one. I don't know, well, for now I'm gonna do this one. I mean, after all, this is the first event of the special route, and it's already a duel. Like, all of these are duels. Wait, this goes... You can do a very long route here.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's what you can do. Alright. Well, we could... Wait, hold up. Would I do another route? Well, I could go up here, but... Wouldn't make that much of a difference. Alright, so 6 duels in a row. I'm assuming that this isn't against special cars, right? These are simply duels that that you have
Esperanza.
for the sake
Ready
of
to race.
that you race against a normal car.
Who's your rival today? Show me an exciting race.
Who is my rival? You didn't say.
3, 2, 1,
Yeah,
go!
that's just.
Wow,
well,
awesome start.
It actually looks like a special car. Obviously a special car that kinda looks like a normal one at the same time, but that's not a car that you can select normally. It probably is part of one of the manufacturers that you can pick, but
How did you do that?
I haven't been able to use that shape yet, so yeah, it's supposed to be new.
Using nitrous to catch up.
But yeah,
Nice.
I guess that we're gonna start with the non-free events now. So keep in mind that what the special event description says is that the events that are at the bottom are way easier than the ones on the top. So this one is supposed to be nothing
You're cruising on ultimate charge.
with what you can expect later.
Roar. 2 laps to go.
So this guy already
Someone fired off some nitrous.
overtook me at the beginning here, huh? Maybe this ain't gonna be that easy after all, right? We will see. I mean, I also didn't do some corners very well, so it's less about him being fast and more about me being slow. So yeah. Just gotta play better. Well, that's the difference though. In the previous races, playing well was kinda optional, but here, not so much. But this is ironically a relatively hard track. I might be a cheater for sure, but this track is not easy. They are harder tracks than this one, that's for sure, but one is certainly hard. But another important piece of information here is that so far the car class is still 4. We haven't seen a class 5 yet. So it seems that class 4 might be intended to be the fastest one before we get into the special cars category. Probably. Well, this one, if I played a little bit worse than this, I wouldn't have won, so it does seems like these duels pack a punch. Now, when you unlock a car in one of these duels, but the route keeps going, like, you only get the unlock at the end, it seems.
The race will be
Yeah,
held
correct.
here at Airport Lap. Looks like your rivals are ready to go. Let's get this thing moving.
Wait, why do you say rivals? There's only one.
3, 2,
Why are you using plural? Wait, it's the same moron.
Oh, what a start!
He
I didn't know
he
you had
wasn't
it.
convinced about the previous race, so he wants a run back.
Okay, let's go.
I understand.
Yeah, this one's yours. Whoa! Someone
Absolutely
fired off some nitrous.
understandable. Don't worry about it.
Nitrous red.
Hey, I don't know, dude. If you couldn't win the previous one, that was an actual hard track. This one that is a lot easier, I don't know if you're gonna win it. I wouldn't count it if I were you.
Ultimate charge.
But hey, it's fine to try.
Double nitrous red.
I mean, as always, trying is the most important thing, right?
Great. Oh yeah! Ultimate charge. Nitrous on standby.
Yeah, I kinda do, but
2 laps to go.
I gotta say that despite that being a good lap from me, this guy is still in my ass.
Nitrous is full.
Kinda. I also have a lot more nitro here to burn, so I kinda doubt that he's gonna reach me.
Oh yeah, powering up ultimate charge.
We will see. I guess that in these duels, you can never count your opponent out. They always have a chance to overtake.
You're unstoppable.
I guess until we get to
Powering up
the special car duels, these ones are not gonna be that big of a deal in comparison.
Ooh, sweet. Oh yeah, you beat the record. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, glory.
Oh, I'm starting to hear the other guy behind me.
Oh yeah.
That's when it gets scary. And he's actually quite close right now.
Amazing. Ultimate charge. Yeah, nitrous ready.
I did that to charge Nitro, and I don't think it was a bad idea.
Oh yeah, double
Hey, he's right there, you know. A little bit more and he's gonna reach me. Just that since I keep having Nitro, he cannot reach me yet.
Nitrous on standby. Oh yeah, you're unstoppable.
Oh,
Ooh, it's the final
got
stretch.
your ass twice in a row.
Oh man, that was an excellent battle.
Do you want another run back or what? I think that at this point you should admit that you got your ass kicked. Or are you still
Oh
salty?
yeah, we got ourselves a heated race at Seacrest District. You ready? Let's get it on.
So is this the same guy or is this someone else?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, well, bro, it's the same guy. Are you that salty?
Surprise me.
He doesn't accept defeat.
Okay, let's go.
Though, judging by the fact that it say that this race unlocks something, I think this is actually the last race he has. And after this one, there will be 3 more of another one. It seems that you unlock these cars in 3 races. So then again, that car doesn't look very appealing to me. I probably will use it for the sake of variety. Well, assuming it's not dynamic style. If it's dynamic style, I'm not touching it. There's also... It's important to keep in mind that this is not a super easy track. It's actually a relatively complex track, so... we could still lose.
Whoa, here comes some crazy
Oh shit. Yeah, he's so salty, he crashed me from behind. Come on, dude. I know that you're salty, but that's ultimately your fault for sucking balls. You know? You shouldn't be angry with me, you should be
ultimate charge.
angry with yourself.
You're in first place. Final lap, nitrous ready. Woo! Let's go. Powering up ultimate charge.
It's this section, the one that I slow down a lot. But it's a little bit dangerous.
Nitrous. Yeah!
Not to mention that using nitrous there has the danger of jumping straight to the wall.
Line straight ahead. Who's the winner?
Oh.
That's right, it's you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Time for the
So are you gonna stop trying to beat someone you cannot beat, Mr. Truck? Well, truck or it's a wagon.
We got
I don't know how you call that shit. But apparently this is gonna be a different rival.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, yeah, it is a different one. But I mean, it looks like a very normal car, but again, not a shape that I had available before. But this is a very long car, in fact. Why the long face? It is a very straightforward track, which is a good and a bad thing, of course. Tends to be a bad thing if the CPU can actually cheat the nitro, because I don't have too many opportunities to use the nitro. If the CPU can just get it whenever it feels like, it means that it will have a lot more nitro than I could ever get. I'm also using nitros here in very bad situations. Like, if my idea is to gain meter, I'm using it on the wrong spots. It's hard to calculate when's the right time to use a nitro to charge even more nitro. I know that it's before corners, but the problem is figuring out how much earlier. Because if you look at the minimap can help, but if I'm not mistaken, every track, the minimap kinda has like a different size. You could have a minimap like this that looks similar to a track like the mountain one. Or well, similar, I mean that the size doesn't really change. But in the mountain one, since it's a way longer track, the distance that you travel in the minimap is a lot slower. So the calculation also depends on that. That being said, he got his ass kicked, so I'm afraid that none of that matter. Well, okay, this one is gonna be hard. This might... I predict that this one is gonna be my first defeat of the game. Like, a duel on this track, dude, that's very dangerous. It's as I say, it is probably the hardest track in the game. So obviously this rival is not gonna be the hardest one in the game at all, but still, we could be in trouble. Like, what you're probably gonna see me do a lot here is blocking him, because he's gonna be on my ass constantly. I'm surprised that with all that disastrous uphill he's still so far. I mean, so far relatively. Like, yeah, he's close, but I feel like he should have overtaken there, but no. Not yet, at least.
should teach a class. Oh, yeah. You're cruising on ultimate charge.
You know, we should be fine. I can use the double nitro here and seal the deal.
You got T3. This is the last corner.
Yeah. And that was actually
You won.
more like a bigger difference than I was expecting here. Well, I guess my first loss is still not here.
Who's your rival today? Show me
The same one as the previous race. Have you not been paying attention, announcer? Come on. Need you to pay a little bit more of attention.
Gave me chills.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
This will also unlock this guy. We're essentially gonna be unlocking 4 cars. Sorry, not 4. 3 cars at the same time. The first one is the one for completing the zone that also included like the basic route. Then the previous car that was like the mystery machine, and then this thing that we're racing against right now. Those are the 3 cars we're gonna unlock.
Critical hit. 2 laps to go. Ultimate charge.
So there's that.
Nitrous. Ultimate charge. Nitrous on standby. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're cruising on ultimate charge. Oh, critical hit. Woo! It's a new record.
This is also another one of those
Final lap.
super straightforward tracks, so
Nitrous.
it really seems that the AI takes that into account,
Powering up ultimate charge.
whether a track is straightforward or not, because so far the hardest it's been is on these straightforward tracks and not on the hard one, on the hard track that was the previous one.
Yeah,
Oh.
you won. Take that. Take that. Yeah.
The announcer got
Here
excited
we go. Replay.
again. Well, that was free, all things considered, so give me those 3 cars. Give me all of that. It's as the tutorial say, the events on the bottom will be way easier than the ones on the top. And this is the definite proof of that.
You unlocked a
Also, no, I didn't want a prize, I want multiple prizes.
You got a new car.
Yeah.
A new feature.
Oh,
has
actually-
been unlocked.
Nice, I got Heihachi. I wonder, probably because of exploring the entirety of Basic, right, by getting the first one. Well, I'm gonna select him. Oh, actually, you can select it from here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I wonder how he sounds. I mean, if it's the original voice, it's gonna be in Japanese. I wonder how crazy it goes. And now I'm actually excited. So we got another class 4 car, Nebula's Ray EO. I'll be able to see the color now. I mean, from here it looks silver and white. Okay, it has a little bit traces of, you know, like red and yellow stripes. Oh, and then this one, Tim, this is considered special? Like, come on, dude. This car could just be a class 4 car. There's nothing special about this moron. Now, you're overrating this thing. And same with the one that's gonna come here. It's especially funny when you see it coming from a plane, right? Like if it was hot shit. Well, it is hot shit, yeah, but of the bad kind. And the drift type, it says special, so by that, I don't think it's a uniform style, like each one has a different one. Now, in case the game crashes, just so I don't have to see all those unlocks again, let me save. Because I mean, if the game crashes, the autosave already saved that progress. It's just that it will show all the unlocks again. And I'd rather not see them, even though you can skip it easily, right? So, what do we have here? We have more duels. I mean, we could select this. What is it? Oh, you can go all the way around here. Basically do this. Oh, actually, no, that has to be the last one for some reason. Wait, why does that have to be the last one? Why cannot I go back? Well, whatever. I guess we can do this route. Why not?
Is this okay?
Yeah, it is okay, I guess. Oh, wait, this is already considered special. Well, I guess in that case I should leave it for later, so... Because before that, I could try... Well, actually, is this one class 4? Wait, let me check that. No, this is already special. So, essentially, before doing the... Wait, I'm stupid. I will have to go here first. These are the ones that are not special. Like this, the ones here. Okay. So, the one I unlocked was... yeah, this one. No, this one, the Nebula's Ray. Okay.
Get ready to
Gotcha.
race.
So how is Heihachi gonna sound?
私の目の前で醜態をさらさんように気をつけて走ることだな。
Yeah, he sounds Japanese indeed. They didn't bother to have
3、2、1、進め。
Sunny
いい
Itch.
発進じゃないか。
Also,
直した。
this weird ass car that you see there
認めた。
is supposed to be the Hamel one. That one was also in Ridge Racer 7. And I think it's the one I used the most. Like, it was probably the best one of the special cars. Which means that unlocking him will be very good. Probably.
リトルを使いよったぞ。
But if you ask me, I prefer this announcer. Man, it's crazy. Can you imagine being the Heihachi voice actor? You are voicing... You're voicing Heihachi in Tekken 5 and suddenly your boss at Namco says, "Hey, I need you to be the announcer in this racing game. But no, I need you to stay in character. I need you to be Heihachi." That's fucked up. But hey,
あと2周じゃ。
it means more shop for you, why not? I mean, you're gonna get paid at the end of the day, so... Ah. I mean, if I was a voice actor, I would probably want to work in the most amount of projects I could. I mean, the fact that someone likes my voice enough to call me for a completely unrelated project, even if it was made as a show, it's still pretty nice. He saved the world. He saved Dorifto. Can you believe that? It is pretty bizarre. This is the first time that I play a Ridge Racer game with a Japanese announcer. Well, the first and only time. Pretty sure no other Ridge Racer game has a Japanese announcer. Even if you play the Japanese version, they don't. I mean, a good example is Rage Racer. I play, well, Rage Racer and R4. They are both games that when I was a kid, I played the Japanese version, and the announcer is still in English. Even though in Rage Racer, it was kinda clear that it was a Japanese lady trying her best to pronounce English, but it was still English at the end of the day, you know? Wait, this is bad. Oh, I almost lost that. Wait, unfortunately, I cannot understand what he says. Not to mention that someone like Heihachi uses a lot of slang. A lot of old man slang. So on top of obviously not understanding Japanese at all, I also don't understand what he's trying to say either. I personally prefer it over the stoner commentator, if you ask me. I don't know if there are more you can unlock, because if Heihachi got unlocked by beating all of the basic ones, maybe you're gonna unlock something by beating all of the advanced expert. I fucked up. No, that's gonna be hard to recover. Will this be the race that ends my perfection? Probably not. Well, at least if there are more announcers, they weren't credited as a special in the credits. If there are more announcers, they are probably normal, as in they are not a character from another franchise. Usually, you don't hear Heihachi like this in the games. He usually is not that, you know, that cheerful. Usually tends to be a lot more serious. He does have screams when you use him, like every time he does a move and all of that, but he tends to have a more serious demeanor. Though even in the Tekken games he has a lot of choke endings. I remember the ending that he has in Tekken 5 is pretty much a choke ending. Well, you can say that about half of the cast, but... Oh, there is that guy. They say good thing is that that wasn't the final lap. But this one is, so I gotta be careful. Why do I forget about that shit every time? It's like I have some sort of learning deficiency. Like I just keep forgetting that wall exists. No matter how many times I hit it. An actual brain dead streamer.
どんどん飛びニトロが溜まってる
Okay, time to double nitro and leave this guy behind.
ゴールまで近いぞ猛スピードじゃ
And okay. I wonder why they didn't do anything about the finish line there. Well, like
お前の走りを見てやるぞ
I mean the thing on top, because it's obvious that with fast enough cars you're gonna go through it. They should have put it
目
higher.
の前で醜態をさらさん
So
ように
if I win this
気を
one,
つけて走ることだな
I unlock this car. Problem is that this is a hard track. This is the kind of track that if you fuck up in a specific place, you can very easily, well, lose the rest because of the uphills. If you take an uphill very slowly, you're gonna suffer for it. It seems that for the most part these cars are more or less being merciful. I feel like they could, if they really wanted to exploit my mistakes, they really could. But they don't really care that much. They are just letting me get away with mediocrity. But then again, since here you are using class 4 cars and not special ones to beat these rivals, I guess it is to be expected that you have special treatment. Because one thing is doing special on special, and another thing is doing an inferior class and special. But they probably are extra considerate because of that. Well, then here this race has been going pretty fast, despite this being a relatively long track. We're almost at the end of it, and feels like I just started it a couple moments ago, you know? Pretty interesting. Alright, well, you ain't winning, that's for sure. Got him. Well, we got the free car. If this car is the same as in Ridge Racer 7, he's gonna be my ticket to win most of the special races. This was a very good car in that game. They give it to me. I know I won a prize. We're almost 50% into it. This thing that looks like a freak show is actually a good car. I don't know what they were thinking with that design, honestly. I mean, it's not the first weird design we see in the series, but yeah, it's something. Hard to call it a car. Now, if I do this one, theoretically these are very hard challenges. Wait, what's this? Oh, you get another reward for completing like this part. But yeah, that's the thing I don't know here. Like, this one might be significantly harder than the ones on the bottom, so I'm not sure if doing this is a good idea. But I could try.
Okay.
See how it goes. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can simply, you know, try something else. But since it's probably gonna be hard, I think I should use one of these two.
Soldat Mathfire.
They seem to be the best ones in terms of speed and all of it. So I can't
早くレー
hold
スは始まらんの
I can't hold back here. So what car is this? The devil car already, or is it? No, it's another one.
なかなか速い発進を決め込んだものだ
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
安全運転で行け
I think it's supposed to be some sort of Pegasus. It's supposed to be the what this game calls the Star Nose,
ヒトルが出せるか
but reloaded, right? Yeah, this one seems like it will not be that simple at all.
そいつを叩きのめしあと2周じゃヒトルが出せるか
The fact that he already has the lead is a problem.
ヒトルがたまっておる気分がいいの
I'm not exactly sure where will be the intended places to use nitro here. If I use it here, I probably will. It will end close to this corner. Well, yeah, close, but not. Yeah, not close enough to get the charge.
記録更新じゃ
I guess that wasn't a good idea.
いいじゃん何をやっとるそれでいいのだアルティメットチャージをしておるの気分がいいの
Nice. I went on instinct there, like the side that I wanted to block.
誰かがニトロを使いよった
Ah, shit.
ニトロじゃどけどけどけ
No.
それでいいのだ
Nice. Ooh. That. It seems that this is where
お前の走りを見てやるぞ
the difficulty is gonna start. Like,
わしは健康
I can
強い
smell
が
my first defeat. I can smell it so close.
3 2
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm using the best car for this, so... I mean, you can unlock more. There are still more class 4 cars to unlock, but
わしは認めんぞ
still...
ニトロが出せるかニトロじゃどけどけどけアルティメットチャージをしておるの
It's that this guy, even when he's not using nitro, seems like he's gonna go faster than me. That's the main issue here. But at least was able to keep him at bay here. That's very good.
あと2周じゃニトロが溜まっておるなんじゃアルティメットチャージをしておるの
I guess I'm doing quite well for now.
アルティメットチャージか
The most important thing is doing this, like chaining these ultimate charges. That's what you wanna do. Easier said than done. Like calculating when's the best time to activate nitro to get the charge is the real issue. Especially since a lot of this, looking at the minimap, won't tell you the uphills and stuff like that. That's something that you have to look at the actual track, but if you're trying to anticipate it, that's something that there's not much you can look at, you know? Alright. He's probably gonna overtake here. Most likely. Okay, well, the race is over, so I get it, yeah. Nice. I thought I had one more nitro. Almost. I mean, now I do. After the race is over. Okay. Still got this, though. Oh, and if I win this, I unlock that thing. Don't know if it's gonna be as good to drive as the previous one I unlocked, because if it is like the Star Nose, it's gonna be dynamic drifting, so you can keep it. I don't want it. You can certainly keep it. This track is certainly harder than the previous two, so we will see where this goes. I will need to put in a little more work to win. Especially this one that is supposed to be heavily inspired by the Rave Racer truck. Won't be easy to simply get. Yeah, this long tracks is way harder to guess what the minimap distance is between corners. It's not easy at all. Yeah, I don't know if I should have used Nitro there. I mean, I'm using Nitro there to not fall behind, but I could have just blocked. So the blocking in a game like this, I don't think it's that easy, as it might be in previous Ridge Racer games. Mostly because it's that blocking someone doesn't keep it that behind as you would expect. That was perfect timing on the double nitro. That was too early to initiate the drift. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for that now. Okay, and the issue here is that I'm doing this nitro, but I don't have another one to use here. That's probably a mistake. Well, this he crashed against me, but yeah, this sequence of corners is hard. Now he's in front. Come on. Nice. Damn, very close again. But at least I unlocked this guy. So next time that need to use a special, I have another option, but the route keeps going. And now it's a new special.
気をつけて走
Don't know which one.
3、2、1
Oh, this is the Assoluto one, I think. Again, all of these cars are in Ridge Racer 7. I think that won't suck balls. I mean, not just in the way it looks, but also it's a very... Like, it's a car that drives super badly. Like, I don't know how the AI is gonna be, but I remember using that shit and thinking it was trash. And it is. Maybe the AI is gonna leave me behind by a lot, but that doesn't matter. The AI does its own thing. Using it is a different story. I think the point of that car, and I might be wrong, but I think that it was extremely good, or well, not extremely good, but like, it was supposed to be fast, like high speed, but the drifting was trash. And I mean, in a game like Ridge Racer, if you drift is trash, like what are you even doing, you know? If your drift is trash, you might as well not be here in the game. I think that was the problem of that car. I mean, it makes sense historically since it's Assoluto. Yeah, I mean, the regular Assoluto cars are better, you know? Hello. It is not the final lap, so don't worry.
記録更新じゃ最終週じゃ現在1位じゃ
I mean, it will be pretty sad to lose against the only special car that I'm saying that is shit. Will be pretty sad.
いいぞニトロにゃドキドキドキ アルティメットチャージか
That's actually bad. Okay, that is bad for Rick.
じゃドキドキドキ
I can't believe it. This is gonna be my first loss
敗北じゃ
against this piece of shit of a car. Is gonna be my first loss.
お前の走りを見てやるぞ
Damn, I feel humiliated.
早くレースを
If it was any other car, but this fucking piece of trash is gonna beat me. Damn. If only the car was as good when you use it as when the AI uses it. Like, it's what I'm telling you. I remember using pretty much all of the cars. Like all of the special cars on Ridge Racer 7. And in some of them I don't remember exactly how they performed, probably because they were regular, like it was okay to use them. But this one, I remember using it and it being absolute shit. So that's what makes it so sad to lose. Like, it's the only special guy I specifically remember being shit. Yeah. That hurts my ego right now. It's a shame that I have to give the first defeat to this thing. So, I mean, the Hamel car, or Himmel, I forgot the name. I think it was Himmel. The Himmel car might look like a freak show, but at least it has wheels. This one doesn't even have wheels, it just flies. You know? It cannot even go with the rules of the game. So yeah, come on, dude. Really? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna use you anyways. Or rather, I mean, if anything, I guess I will be curious to use it simply to see if my memory is correct about it being so shit or not. Because maybe I created a fake memory. Maybe this car is not dog shit as I think it is. But I'm almost sure it is. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't remember this car being bad on something I played 13 years ago, you know? Like, for something to stay in my memory for that long, like to have a gut reaction telling me this car is bad, it has to be bad. I wanna believe.
進め。なかなか速い発進を決め込んだものだ。勝利以外わしは認めんぞ。
It would be nice if they at least included the subtitles. They will be distracting and all of that. It usually is weird for a Japanese game that gets localized outside of Japan to have Japanese only stuff in the game. Usually whatever Japanese stuff has a translation in one way or another, whether it's dub in the case of voices or subtitles or simply a translation of any kind. The fact that this one doesn't have any sort of translation is, I mean, it's understandable because, as I say, you're not gonna be reading the subtitles in the middle of the race, but it just feels weird, right? I don't mind. And probably some of the phrases are pretty funny and all of that. It's probably not much different from the Stoner announcer. It's simply that this one I don't understand it, so I cannot know how dumb it is. I can just imagine it. Yeah, I mean, it's Heihachi. Actually, now that I think about it, that's an interesting thing I almost forgot. The guy that is doing this voice that you're hearing here, if he's the same voice actor as Heihachi in Tekken and not just someone like trying to imitate him, this guy died. I don't remember exactly when. Like, it probably was like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something, maybe more. But yeah, we are hearing the voice of a dead man, which I guess it's a little bit, a little bit messed up. I mean, it will be that way every time you play Tekken, of course. I mean, every time that you play Tekken, that is not the most recent one, obviously. If I'm not mistaken, this guy is not just known for Heihachi. Like, he did a lot of characters that are famous. It's just that I don't remember which ones they were. I'm pretty sure he was like a high-profile voice actor. He was. I mean, eventually, at some point, any game you play in the future, like any old game that you play in the future, is gonna have all of its voice actors dead. Well, all of its developers dead too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that in 40 years from now, whenever you play the NES Mega Man games, everyone that worked on that game is gonna be dead. It's pretty sad to think about it. That's the thing. So far, video games have not lived for a whole generation, right? Like they haven't withstood like an average person lifespan. So for now, most video games, unless they were made by a single person, probably have the people that work on it still with us, but eventually that will stop being the case. I mean, I know that it's obvious, it's just that it's interesting to think about it, I feel. Like kind of a sad feeling, right? Like playing a game and you know that everyone that worked on it is no longer here. I mean, obviously, that's mostly overthinking, you know. But it's still I just think it's a very curious thing. It's like you are... Because here's the thing, before the internet and before being able to, you know, to access media that is stored, like, unless you're reading a book, for the most part, you don't consume media of people that are dead, usually. Well, people that watch movies from like the 40s or whatever with like black and white, no voice acting. Well, yeah, all of those people are most likely dead, but... Well, I guess it also depends on that, like how many people in the future will even be interested in playing games like this, like going back to older games. Will there be that many people? Especially if we're talking about NES. I don't know. I don't think I'm winning this one. Or maybe? No, I'm not. Come on, I can't believe this asshole beat me twice. I promise you this car is a shitter. I promise you that what you're seeing here is a lie. This car is not this good, not even close. God damn it, how humiliating. Well, that actually makes me wonder what's the car that's on top of this one. Because to the right of this one, all of these events are of a special class, which means that you have to use a special car to beat them. But there is still one more duel that has to be done with class 4. So my question is that, which one is that gonna be? It most likely won't be neither the Devil car or the Angel car. In fact, in Ridge Racer 7, I'm pretty sure that if you beat either of them, you got shown the credits. So taking that into account, it's most likely gonna be the last two that you race in this game. I'm doing terrible with the ultimate charges. It's because a track like this has so much uphill. It has a lot of uphill. It's very easy to just lose speed like it's nothing. That was also a very bad activation.
かなかいい
Remember to activate after this here.
ドリフトじゃアルティメットチャージをしておるぞニトロが溜まっておる爆発じゃアルティメットチャージか
At least this time I should win. No, let me correct myself. I will win. Damn.
最終コーナーじゃ
This guy beat me 2 times too many.
勝利だ
The fact that this asshole won twice is very offensive.
走りを見てやるぞ
Extremely offensive even. But it's fine. We got 2 more special cards, and yeah, I think there's only 1 more, right? Or no, are there 2? No, it's only 1 more before the special races start appearing. Okay. Nice.
You got a new car.
The Felios Ultranova
You got a new car.
and the Assoluto Pronzione. Wait, and also shouldn't that area be considered clear? I guess not. Unfortunately, every drift type is gonna show as a special. So you cannot really know what to expect until you use them. It's kinda trial and error. Not much you can do there. And then we have this other piece of shit. You have gained my eternal hate, Mr. Pronzione. Well, Pronzione, because it's supposed to be Italian. As I say, this guy doesn't even have wheels. Doesn't care about the rules. Alright. I guess, oh, this area only gets unlocked when you beat this event here. But this event is already gonna be like a special event. Yeah, correct. You can only use the special cars. Well, in that case, the most fitting one will be doing this one.
Is this okay?
This is the last event of Class 4 in the special route. And which one I could use? I mean, I will have to repeat most likely, guess. Had to... Well, I already told to myself that this should be the best ones to use, but I guess for variety I could use a Fatalita too, since these things... So I don't like the way they look, honestly. Let's use this one. I also like the way it looks.
Get ready to race.
Alright. Who is this guy? It's the final one that you... Oh, and in this track then. Okay. Oh, it's... Okay. This one also kinda sucks. For what I understand, it's supposed to be, yeah, extremely fast, but also has extremely shitty drifting. Or something like that. I think, wasn't this one in... I feel like this one was in Ridge Racer 4, or at least one that was very similar. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I could be wrong. And he hasn't... He only now used the Nitro though. You can tell that... I mean, on a track like this, he's obviously gonna do well, since there are barely any corners. That also makes me think that the best card to pick here will be one of the ones with dynamic drift, simply to get the maximum speed possible. I mean, this is only one of the 3 races that you are gonna do, so unless the other 2 races are as straightforward as this one, wouldn't be a good idea to switch to dynamic. Oh wow. Well, if that was the final... Wait, it is the... I'm a fucking moron. I thought that wasn't the final lap. It was. And like this track is so short that I thought there was one more lap. And I would have won if I used the nitro there. That was my bad. I for real thought that this was the... that was the second lap. Well, yeah. At least here, it was my bad. Cannot blame anyone but myself. Yeah, you look even more stupid from behind. Which is saying something considering how stupid you look from the front. Yeah, don't worry, this time I'm gonna win. This time I'm gonna remember this is the final lap. So don't worry, we got this. With only one nitro here, it should be enough, right? I mean, this essentially went exactly the same as last time, but the difference is that here I actually remember that it was the final lap. And that was such a blunder. An absolute blunder. But it's fine. No worries. So, how is a car like this gonna behave in a track that does not have like such a straightforward layout? You're just gonna... you should struggle, I wanna believe, right? When he drifts, he pretty much occupies the whole length of the track. It's almost impossible to overtake when he's drifting. You don't have anywhere to go. Absolutely anywhere to go. Right now, this is not a very positive result at all. When he was saving the triple nitros, because I haven't gotten close to him, so he saved all of that shit for when I got close. Yeah, he still has it. What the hell? At this rate, I ain't winning. I mean, it makes sense since it's supposed to be the hardest race on Class 4 against the special cars. But damn. The worst part is that when I will get close again, he's gonna pull it off again. Since I haven't been able to get close at all. Yeah, I'm having trouble even building nitro in the first place.
わしが平八じゃニトロがたまんよ
Kinda wanna see how I will do with a dynamic drift car, but it seems that it's not gonna be enough. I mean, my best bet here is using Nitro at the end and hoping it's somehow enough. Even against his own Nitro. That's not gonna work. There is no way this works.
ゴールまで近いぞ猛スピードじゃ
Though it almost worked.
敗北じゃ気合が足りん
Didn't work by a little bit.
よしお前の走りを見て
I don't know about this one.
早くレ
This one seems a little bit hard.
3 2
Alright.
1
Can try a couple more times, but might be better to either leave for later or to use another car altogether. Or maybe play permanently with the rear camera.
これでいいのだ
That could help.
ニトロが出せるかいいドリフトじゃわしが平八
I don't think a game like this will be very easy
なんじゃ
to play permanently with the
アルティメットチャージをしておるぞ
front camera that shows the mirror.
ニトロじゃドキドキドキ
I think it wouldn't be
アルティメットチャージか
a good idea at all. So I think the previous strategy was not bad. Like saving all the nitro for last,
アルティメットチャージをしておるぞ
but I either have to save more nitro or to use it later. One of the two.
アルティメットチャージかおお
I guess this will be the first hard obstacle after all. Will be the first issue.
爆発じゃ気分がいいのアルティメットチャージが
I could probably save
更新じゃ
for level 3 and basically drain the level 3 at the very end. I mean, it's the best idea I have right now. I mean, I could use it here to build a little bit of drift from the ultimate charge, but actually doing that it might not even be enough to use it at the end. Like on a track like this, it seems that you have to save a lot beforehand. Like, yeah, this is not gonna work now. I guess that was a bad idea. Not only I didn't make use of it, but I also went quite slow later. So we can try after this corner, see how it goes.
気分がいいの アルティメットチャージか
No, that ain't gonna work. In fact, that's the same strategy I used before and it also didn't work.
よし
Well, in that case, I should leave this challenge for some other time. Seems like it will be the... Well, as expected, since it's the one at the top, will be the hardest one to do. But then, that's a rough one. Well, it's fine. So, judging by this, and the way the difficulty is presented, I don't know if I should do the special now, though. I mean, I guess I could try doing the special races down here, and then tomorrow focus on like the advanced one, and maybe the expert later or something like that. We could do the special ones, at least these special ones here. Which in theory shouldn't have very hard cars or anything like that. I don't know.
Is this
Never
okay?
played a special race. I don't even know what the rivals are gonna be. If you're gonna race against lock rivals. Huh. What was the problem with this one? Yeah, apparently it was the one that won last year's Grand Prix, you know?
Orange Ultranova.
So yeah, I guess might as well.
Get ready to race.
Wish the text didn't scroll so slowly, because
貴様がどれほどの走りを
I don't
する
mind
のか
reading
知ら
it,
んが
but it's hard to read it when it is so damn slow.
1
Oh, it seems like it's gonna be a race against every single special car,
決め込んだものだ
or only like the low tier ones.
線で行け
Because that means that there will be spoilers. No, it seems that it's against all of the low tier ones. I mean, so far, it's the only ones I'm seeing. Yeah. So all of the ones that you essentially race on, like with class 4 cars are here, but no other one. So well, that's good. I don't know if that's related to the fact that it's the only cars that you witness, or if it's done like this on purpose, regardless of which cars you witness. And who's the one in first place? I don't recognize him. Oh, it's the stupid Assoluto one. Now, these cars have different colors. Does it mean that you can change the colors of this thing? Or what? Because for what I understand, you cannot. But
順位が上がったぞ
maybe they make an exception for the special ones.
気持ちがいいぞ
There's nothing wrong with this car. This car actually works pretty well.
気分がいいの
This car actually gets the job done. So this is a no nitro race. In case you haven't figured it out by now. So the speed of these cars is fast. But it's not as fast as I was expecting. I mean, it's kinda as fast as... Well, not really. It's not even as fast as the class 4 cars using nitro, so... Like in a very weird spot. It's whatever.
記録更新じゃ最終週じゃ現在1位じゃ
Now that being... Well, considering that these events are at the very bottom of the grid,
どんどん飛べ
the fact that they are easy makes sense. Because they only get harder when you go higher on the top, which is the reason why I want to do this one now. Pretty much. So now I'm also tempted to get that Terrassi car. Because if it's supposed to be the same tier as these ones, I certainly want to, you know, win it now, right? That's the idea. But it's also the same track that
最終コーナーじゃ
that I lost against the Terrassi one, so very fitting.
次のレース
Yeah.
よしお前の
And
走
look
りを
at
見
how
てや
this
る
thing looks. I think it's... Oh, I mean, of the ones that... The special cars that we unlock, I think this is the best looking one. I mean, it obviously looks weird,
3
but compared to the other ones, it looks like... It's the one that looks the most like a normal car. So, I mean, what are the alternatives? You have that freak thing that is extremely long with 3 thrusters on the rear. You have the flying car, then you have a van, and then like a regular looking car that doesn't even look like a racing car. I think, all things considered, of these ones, it's the best looking one. I mean, if it had... Oh, and I forgot about the one that looks like an insect. That's quite a freak show too. So at least that one is giving me good memories from Ridge Racer 7. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I beat Angelus with that car. At least I think that's the case. Wait a second. Wait, what? Is this a reverse drift? Like a reverse boost race? Or... It might be. No, wait, it's a normal race. Oh, I understand. What's special about this car is that it absolutely sucks building nitro. That's the disadvantage. Aside from that, it actually drives perfectly. Like, it's fast, it doesn't have any disadvantage, but no. The disadvantage is that it builds nitro in a very shitty way. I mean, maybe it builds nitro better when you use the ultimate charge, but not so sure about that. I mean, it did build it considerably faster than what it's doing now. That's because right now it's barely building anything. It'd be nice to get that last nitro here. There we go. It gets to 390. Oh, actually, yeah, there. I just saw it. Like, I drifted and it went like 2 bars immediately. So you can also do it while you're drifting, huh? Alright. Good to know. But the issue is building 1 bar of nitro though. That's kinda the problem. It kinda takes a while. Though I think this is a no nitro race anyways. It's very hard to tell with this car though. Like, what's a nitro race and what isn't. This one feels like it isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, wait, but that guy is using nitro. Am I being scammed? I might be being scammed. No, I might be being is not correct. Up to be I might be getting scammed. But no, this is a no nitro race, so basically that guy is cheating. Pretty cool. Pretty nice of you. Hey, come on. Oh, actually, I think I might know why he got the nitro. I think the flying car gets nitro automatically, which is the reason why it's such a shitty car. Because in regular races, building nitro automatically and not building it manually sucks, because you're gonna take a long time. I think that was the problem of that car. Like, I'm trying to remember, but I think it is. Oh, no problem. Also, I gotta say that the way the light reflects in this car, it looks very good. It actually looks phenomenal. It's a very clean paint, without a doubt. I don't know why this guy is so close to me. Like, you weren't that close to me in the previous race. Oh, what the hell? And this thing drifted automatically then. Well, that's bad. Oh, there you are. I didn't see you, that's because you were next to me. That guy... The moment I mess up is the moment he's gonna overtake. Like, without a doubt. Wait, what is he saying? I'm Heihachi. Like, I actually heard that. Like, why would you just randomly say I'm Heihachi when I do a champ? What's the point of that? Hey, I know you're Heihachi. The game says it. Well, that was free. Right. That's such a... I mean, I just really like the way this thing reflects the lights of the whole place. Whatever. Next race. Actually, I think this is the last one of the route, right? Correct. But this is a very short track. That could be a bad thing. Oh, and I just realized something about the tachometer of this car. It has like something that tells you if it's automatic transmission or manual, and also if the display is in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Also, that was pretty bad. Yeah, that's what happens when I distract myself with random bullshit. That was my fault. Also, what type of race is it? Is this no nitro too? Or is it something else? I think it is no nitro. It is no nitro. So in that case, at least it should be fine. Like, the mistakes I made are not gonna cost me that much. That being said, I still have to get close. Well, yeah, he's right there. Not a problem. Wait a second. That's a little bit weird. Did you hear a Discord sound? Or am I going crazy? Because I got a message, but when OBS is active, it shouldn't. Right? I mean, the whole point is that when OBS is active, all of the Discord alerts don't make a noise. Well, that's weird. Unless the streamer mode didn't activate for whatever reason. So why wouldn't it activate, right? So, well, I guess in the meantime I could check what was said. Alright, yeah, some random shit. But isn't the streamer mode... Oh, the streamer mode is not active. Why? But OBS is right there. It almost made me think I wasn't streaming. Come on, Discord. What are you doing? That's the first time that happens to me. Wait, we have another one of those?
Discover new route.
The dual route. They are all 1 and 1. Damn. There is more shit than I was expecting here. Alright, so my plan for the rest of what is left of the stream is to do... Actually, here I could do this route. I could do a full route here. Though if I'm gonna do that, I want to first do this standalone race.
Okay.
Alright. With these cars. These cars? Yeah, you can actually... But you have multiple of these Ultranova ones, damn. Well, I could use another one. I mean, I could use the Himmel, I guess, but... Well, I'm gonna use the Himmel on the following route, I think. I could try this piece of shit too, but nah. Let me use this thing. I still... Yeah, no, that's right. I was gonna say, how can I change the color? But no, if there's multiple of the same car, that's how you change the color. By changing the car, pretty much.
3, 2, 1.
Wow, I can't see what's in front of me. Okay, this car is a bad idea. I actually can't tell what's right in front of me with this shit. I'll say that this is a little bit of a problem. It also seems that it also has a very slow nitro speed. But do all the special cars have that quirk or what? It's a little bit weird. No, never mind. Here it's normal. Oh, maybe it's a car with very slow acceleration. At the beginning it was going slow and now it's building up speed or something. See, now it's building nitro super fast. Maybe that's the gimmick. I mean, every one of these cars have a gimmick in one way or another. It's a matter of figuring out which one it is. That might be the gimmick of this thing. The only problem with this car is how hard it is to see. How hard it is to see the whatever is in front of you, especially if there is a small car in front of you. It's a little bit hard to tell from the rest. Ah, fuck. That was bad. But on the right side, assuming this thing has bad acceleration, what you can do is use a nitro simply to get back to acceptable speeds. That was very bad. It's fine, I didn't lose that much speed. Or time for that matter. In 400? You know this one reached those speeds. Hey, ironically, this car, that is one of the easiest ones to unlock, because it's essentially the second one you duel, has the potential to be one of the best, because if the gimmick is simply slow acceleration, it's just very good otherwise. Because that gimmick barely matters in the first place, so... Oh, there you go.
勝利だこの調子で精進せ
Went straight to the wall.
よし
At least we got this one. And the following route might be a problem since it's higher. I don't think the car pool is gonna change, but we will see. And that wasn't enough to unlock a car, because technically you have to circle with this one. But if you're able to clear this route, you will actually be unlocking 3 at the same time, because you have the one on the left, the one down here, and the one up there. And I don't know what you will unlock by beating this one, but
Is this okay?
let's do that. I kind of want to do it with Hamel, simply because I know, or Himmel, whatever, same shit.
Camel,
Simply because I know that this is a good car.
get ready
Just
to
that it
race.
looks like a freak show, yes, but
わしは喧嘩も強いが運
I know that at least it's a good car. But it looks the way it looks. It's a little bit of a problem.
なかなか速い発進を決め込んだ
What game are we even playing?
勝利以外わしは認めず
You know what this shit looks like? This looks like the Ikaruga ship. You know that shoot 'em up? Well, that or like basically the typical shoot 'em up ship that looks weird. Well, it looks like that, and it's probably the intention, but yeah, pretty funny.
リトルが出せるぞ気分がいいの
Okay, man, I got first this weekly. I guess I wasn't wrong when I say this was a good one. But no, I mean, I legitimately remember beating one of the final races with this thing on Ridge Racer 7. And in this game, I'm assuming they didn't change it too much, so...
ドキドキドキ
So the interesting thing is that in this
あ
game,
と2周じゃ
there are multiple of these cars. They have multiple of each type of special car. But in Ridge Racer 7, you only have one of each, if I'm not mistaken. Probably. Because that's what my memory is telling me.
リトルが出せるぞ
I think the gimmick of this car is that the longest a drift lasts... Okay, never mind. No, that's not the gimmick. In full speed.
がいいの
I really like the way that the triple nitro looks when you're inside a tunnel. Pretty cool. But to be fair, I probably should have saved this car for like the hardest challenges and not this one, because here
更新じゃ
I'm just gonna humiliate everyone.
現在1位じゃ
I should have saved it for the special races that are above, not this one.
8じゃ
Whatever.
リトルが出せるぞリトルが溜まっておるリトルが溜まっておるリトルじゃ
If I keep building level 3, it's kinda like I'm building it. I'm not really building it on purpose, it just happens. 'Cause I don't have any need to use the nitro. I really don't know, like, is it that the car is this good?
ドリフト
Or is it that my rivals are that shit?
猛スピードじゃ
Kinda hard to tell.
次のレース
I mean, it could be both at the same time.
お前の走りを見
It
て
really feels like they are not even trying.
わしの目の前でし
Let's see if they have a little bit more resistance here.
進め。なかなか早い発進を決め込んだものだ。なんじゃ。勝利以外わしは認めんぞ。
Yeah, you could stop crashing against these guys. Especially in a track like this that you have these uphills. But it seems that they will at least impose a little bit of resistance in this track. It's good to see.
細かいことなど気にするでない。誰かがニトロを使いよったぞ。ニトロじゃ。順位が上がったぞ。ガンガンいけ。あと2周じゃ。誰かがニトロを使いよったぞ。
Oh, I really want that one. That car that is behind me, like the golden email. That looks so cool. Without a doubt. Seems that the Assoluto guy is giving me trouble now. Well, I say that at least this car has wheels. But for all we know, it might not even have wheels. You know? For all I know, it might just be using, I don't know. Okay, never mind, it has wheels. You can tell when it jumps. At least they look like wheels to me. But yeah, instead of wheels, it could just be either floating or using like magnetism or whatever. No, it seems it does have wheels. Alright. Next race. So in theory, since this one is at the top, I think it should be harder, right? Well, especially it's this short track, so it most likely will be hard. And Heihachi is getting salty. Come on, dude. Doesn't matter how many times you get hit. You know that Heihachi has already faked death in the Tekken series like 3 times. It just doesn't fucking die. I mean, why would you want to kill off your most iconic character, you know? Why will you kill the chicken of the golden eggs, you know? In fighting games there is no reason, well, in fighting games are in any franchise there is no reason to keep characters dead. Unless it's a franchise where the whole point is the story. When the story is a secondary thing, you should never kill off a character. You know? But especially in a fighting game where each, you know, character has its own playstyle and shit. Definitely don't wanna do it there. Also, how many races did this route have? I think 6, right? I mean, no, yeah, 6. It had 6. I remember the screen that listed them. They had 6.
誰かがニトロを使いよったぞ。ニトロが溜まっておる。ニトロが溜まっておる。
That was a very bad corner. Holy shit.
気をつけんか。
That was terrible. It's a good thing that the first lap is not that important. But man, that was very bad. That was extremely bad.
それでいいのだ。早く1位にならんか。ニトロが出せるか。何をしておる。なんじゃ。それでいいのだ。あと2周じゃ。ニトロが出せるか。ニトロが満タンじゃ使わんか。
I already have
気をつけんか。
3 meters, so might as well use them.
わしが批判じゃ。誰かがニトロを使いよったぞ。誰かがニトロを使いよったぞ。
Hey Hachi, you're getting a little bit senile. You repeated the same thing twice in a row.
わしが批判じゃ。
Come on, dude. Know that you're an old guy,
ニトロが溜まって
but gotta step it up.
気持ちがいいぞ。
You're gonna end up forgetting your name at that rate.
ニトロが出せるか。記録更新じゃ。最終種じゃ。現在1位だ。アルティメットチャージか。
I actually wonder how many more things in the grid I haven't uncovered yet. Because there were many that I would have never expected to show up, but they are there. It's hard to tell. That was also free. So far that's the case with all the races using this car. So it seems to be... Well, maybe it's the fact that these races are simply not that hard in the first place, so... Wait, oh, this one unlocks one, but it's not the last one. It unlocks one of the inner ones, I think. Alright. Now, it seems that looking at the Terrassi cars, it seems like the weakness of those is the acceleration, guys. So far, every Terrassi car that I've seen here has started so slow that I always overtake it at the beginning. Maybe that's the weakness, but I don't know. I will have to use it to know. This is a relatively short race too. It's kind of a complex race though, a complex track. I mean, to go this fast, if I was using class 1 or 2, this would be absolutely nothing, but on special class it feels certainly quite fast. Hey Cloncat, how is it going? What is that thing? It's a car. Well, can you tell? How can you not tell that this is a car? Are you saying it doesn't look like one? I don't know, seems like a pretty normal car to me, right? Hey, how are you doing? I mean, not only what is that thing, but rather what is that voice? The one you're hearing is supposed to be Heihachi from Tekken. You unlock him as a commentator. Yeah. You essentially have Heihachi commentating your races. Like the whole combination of shit you're seeing here is pretty bizarre. Basically all this freak show of cars that is going on in the race. This guy commentating and the stoner music in the background. This is probably some... Like, if you walk into a stream of someone watching porn, it will probably be less weird than what you're seeing right now. But this is Ridge Racer, bro. This is just how the average Ridge Racer game is like. I mean, we still haven't seen Pac-Man, you know? Well, I don't even know if Pac-Man is in the game, but... We also have Pac-Man driving. Yeah. We still haven't seen the weirdest, believe it or not. Yeah, it is the average Ridge Racer experience. Don't worry about it. Oh. It's what I was saying earlier. It feels weird that, you know, you are hearing the voice of a guy that passed away. Feels a little bit surreal. Yeah, it's fine. It's inevitable. I can't see shit. This should be free. Well, in fact, all of these races have been extremely free. Like, without a doubt. And he actually said finish. Fucking stoner. Alright. Well, we got that. But I think to close it out, I'm gonna try beating the Terrassi again, but that race was very hard. That's the issue. I don't know if I can pull it off. I think that it's the best thing to do with what's left. Probably. Yeah, 3 areas in one. Night Raven.
Unlocked a new
Oh,
car.
wait, these are all special machines. Wait, Galaga. Wait, there's more. Holy shit.
New route.
Master's Root. This game is huge. Holy shit. That's crazy, and I think that that's supposed to be the equivalent of the PSP Ridge Racer, where you have 4 cars racing at the same time, I'm pretty sure. What is this thing? Oh, these are alternate versions of the cars I already have. This is the Absoluto, but instead of red, it's white with shit. No, I'm obviously not done yet. It's just that it's crazy. Like there was already like a lot of additional routes, but what's crazy is that there are even more. You know, because like half of the game I haven't beaten it, but more keeps showing up. That's the crazy thing. Okay, so I'm curious about this one, but I think it's just the name, because this is the fat car, yeah, it's just called Galaga. Then I thought that when you mentioned Galaga, I was gonna, like, pilot the ship. Because I'm pretty sure in one Ridge Racer game you had, like, a shoot-em-up ship as a playable car, believe it or not. Alright, so, as I said, I think the final thing to do today will be this race, because this is the last, well, these 2 races are the last 2 that require you to use a class 4 car to beat a special.
Is this a
So I think with that we can close it out, but that's assuming I pull it off, which I'm having my doubts. Well, to switch it up I could try the Fatalita, since last time I used the Bisonte.
Get ready
Maybe
to
this one
race.
works better, or maybe not. Oh, and Heihachi forgot to talk.
3
Okay, never mind, he's there. Don't worry about it. The problem is that this Terrace is a little bit of an asshole. And as I say, you cannot use a special car, you have to use a class 4 car for this. You have to deal with the fact that you're using a much slower car. And that wasn't a problem for the other ones, but for this one, it is being a problem. That is the issue.
どんどん飛び
At least for what I understand is the last time they make you do it. But unless some of the other things that I unlock also have class 4 versus special.
ニトロじゃ
Let me believe it's the last one. It's better that way
アルティメットチャージ
for my mental health. And if I manage to win, I get to unlock this ugly ass Terrace car.
あと2周じゃわしが平八
Quite a reward, isn't it? I don't think I care that much about that. I just care about being done with the event. It's not just the car, it's rather that this race is very hard. Heihachi is having the time of his life. I mean, keep in mind that in the Tekken series, he passes half the time being the butt of the joke of the endings or being dead. So compared to that, this is like a paradise, you know? He's dead in like half of the games. And he also has his whole family that hates him. So yeah, I think a little distraction like this definitely
周
helps.
周じゃ現在2位じゃ試合を見るか
Poor guy.
なんじゃ
Well, poor guy that like threw a kid off a volcano and killed his wife and, you know, also committed mass murder. But yeah, poor guy, right? Heihachi did nothing wrong. surely. Okay, I want that third nitro. And hopefully this is enough. I'm gonna use it after this corner. Because last time I was doing it with double nitro. Maybe with triple instead it's enough. Nice. Team, that was so fucking close. Like, so far, and they're gonna be harder races because as the game explained, the higher you go on the grid, the harder it gets. So this is not gonna be the hardest race, but so far, it was the hardest race that I got. So far. Means that the difficulty is finally getting harder. Tomorrow, if I start from the advanced series, it's gonna go down again, but it's fine. I mean, my plan for tomorrow is doing the advanced series, then the expert series. I mean, it's going from bottom to top. And since the game gets a lot more linear, since there is less split paths, it should be easier to organize. Should be. It doesn't mean it will, but it should. Team. Feels like a rocket is coming from behind you. Fucking Terassi. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel like differently from the previous one, this one should be free. As I say, I think it's mostly that the previous track was just especially hard. And less than this, than the car choice before was bad. It was simply a hard track. I mean, I could still lose here if I use my nitro badly, but the thing is that at least here I can keep the lead for a long time, which is something that I could not keep even for a second on the previous track. I mean, except for at the end, which is the only place it matters, but yeah. Yeah, we should be fine. Yes, Heihachi, I agree. I don't know what you're saying, but I wholeheartedly agree. Actually, this might cost me the race, using the triple nitro here for absolutely no reason. It's fine. You'll have some advantage, just that this guy doesn't really care about your advantage. It is supposed to be the hardest car you race, the hardest special car you race as a class 4 car. So looking at it that way, struggling against this guy makes sense. Okay, I win. Well, we unlock the Terassi, just like that. I think that this is the perfect place to stop. So essentially, well, first of all, let's see the unlock happening and all of that. Sure, you know, we unlock the Terassi. The Terassi how? Oh, that's a pretty shitty name, Terashin. That's the name of the car. Terrace is the brand. Terrashin. It's supposed to be like Earthling or something. Because if you want to look like an Earthling with that design, you're already failing. Pretty nice car, isn't it? Alright, so my idea for tomorrow is as it follows. The idea is doing these advanced events that are here, then the expert ones that are in the middle, then probably the remaining one of the special ones, and then, well, it's not gonna be tomorrow since it's probably gonna take some time, but for last one, those master ones that unlock up there. That's the plan, basically going from lower here to higher, like working my way up, because as I mentioned multiple times, the lower the event, the easier it is, and the higher the event, the harder it is. And left-right is the speed, so basically slower, faster. So yeah, that's the idea. But man, I really like the way this game is laid out, like the whole logic of the game, the way the events are put and the way the unlocks work, I really like it, especially because if you are tired of repeating like a lot of races and stuff, you don't need to. You could take a specific route and go exclusively on that route. You don't have to do it all like I did. Just that I want to go for 100%, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to. So far I'm really liking the way this game is laid out. I still prefer Ridge Racer 7 for now, but I just gotta admit that it's very well done for what I'm seeing right now. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more races. So have a good one everyone, and take